Hi everyone, welcome to Have You Heard? And today is Yes Friday, so we're going back to July 1970 for Time and a Word. And we're going to be playing what is probably my favourite song off the album. And I know I seem to say that about every album, but I think this definitely is. It's Everydays. And this combines two of my favourites. It's kind of like a sweet spot for me. It combines John Anderson and Stephen Stills. And what on earth could be better than John Anderson singing a Stephen Stills song? And this was such a shock to me when I first played the album, having rushed out and bought it and the first album after listening to the Yes album. But you've heard all that before. But when I heard Everydays, I mean, it was even more of a shock, quite frankly, than No Opportunity, the incredible first track. But what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the song now, and we'll talk about it and all my little musings and ramblings afterwards. So let's put the trusty headphones on. Everydays by Yes from the Time and a Word album. Here we go.
Look at the sad goodbyes. Every day's a killing time. Sun coming up outside. No men are born this time. Saturday's child stays home. Nothing to say. So long. Well, well, well. Another day. Well, well, well. Another day. Day. Grocery store, $10. Just making change for plastic cherries. I've been a tree bird. Looking at me, no word. Everyone looks, we can't see. We can't be ignored easily. Well, 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 another day. Well, 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 another day. Soft within the wayward things, like ecstasy. The sound of trees, most anything. What a baby sees. many a place out of sight. Oh, woman there with red shoes, 1 million balloons, all used. Driver wheels, forget your fear, getting it out of second gear. Well, 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 another day. Well, 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 another day. Well, 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 another day. Well, 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 another day.
Wow. And I say that after most Yes songs too. Oh my goodness me. Um, Nothing's playing, is it? No. Always have to check my Spotify. Things go wrong. Um, I don't know whether you've heard the original from Buffalo Springfield again, Every Days. Um, I listened to it again last night just to wrap my head around uh, similarities and differences between the two versions. And okay, it's the same song, definitely, and it's the same melody, and John and the band treat it in much the same way. But the original has, well, it's 1960, what, 8, I think, Buffalo Springfield again, something like that, 67, 68. And only 2 years before this release, of course. But it has more of a swing. Obviously, there's no orchestra involved. It has more of a swing, and there's some psychedelic guitar that sort of pierces in and then drones and then comes back. It's a really, really out there kind of song for the late 60s, which is, I mean, typical Buffalo Springfield. What a band, and what musicians in that band. And you can hear the you can hear them pushing the boundaries. There's no doubt about it, and that must have been one of the reasons why John was so drawn to the song. He was a huge harmonies fan, and of course Buffalo Springfield had those harmonies later transported to a great degree, of course, into Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. He also loved the Beach Boys as well. He also loved the Beatles. And what exquisite taste. The first album has every little thing from the Beatles. This has Every Days from Buffalo Springfield. And it's great. But we move on to the Yes rendition. Um, oh boy, I think it's 10 times better. Uh, that initial, the orchestration is pretty remarkable. And then you've got Bill Bruford on brushes and Chris on bass and John singing. And it's like he's a jazz singer. He's in a bar or a lounge, and it's very 60s, but earlier 60s. Um, it's an incredible kind of feeling, and for people of our generation, it takes you back, doesn't it, to Ella Fitzgerald and all of those kind of artists from the 50s and perhaps even earlier. The smoky room and John kind of lounging with the microphone in his hand. Oh, I get these images in my head every time I listen to it. And then, of course, we get to the we get to the breakout section. Now, Peter Banks loved jazz. He was a jazz aficionado. And those licks that he plays are all jazz licks. Uh, but he hated the strings, and he hated the Tony Colton's production. He hated Tony Colton, full stop. He hated the string stuff. But it's quite ironic that this very jazzy kind of a song gives him the opportunity to wig out playing his jazz licks, probably more so than on any other song on the album. And then Tony Kaye's organ is incredible. And by the end of that instrumental section, he's almost trading punches with the strings. The strings are with him. Um, it's super. Oh, Bill's drumming throughout that whole section, the hi-hat, and then it's fantastic. It's them just letting loose and then pull back. And it's back to that lounge orchestral feel again for the finish. Superb. Absolutely superb. And of course, a million miles away from Yours Is No Disgrace, really. But the more you go back and listen to these first two albums, the more, with a mature pair of ears, you realize just how good these first two albums were. When they're played straight after Yours Is No Disgrace and Starship Trooper and Perpetual Change and all of that, it feels, yeah, alien. But then when you separate it, take a step back and spend time with these first two albums, they are incredible. Didn't sell anything. This one got to 45 in the UK charts, didn't trouble the US charts at all. And of course, that was all to change 9 months later. But oh, wow, I really, really did enjoy listening to that again on headphones. You have to listen to it on headphones, don't you? Really good. Yeah, only 6 YouTube reactions to Everydays. Now, 6 is a lot more than none, but it's significantly less than the 20, 30, 40s that you get with all the other um, more famous Yes songs, certainly the songs from the Yes album and afterwards. So this is still really pretty obscure stuff. It's the Yes fans that know it, and nobody else. So I feel like it certainly qualifies in our quest to champion the underdog song. Uh, this is an underdog. It deserves to be played far and wide. Please let me know what you think of this song, this album. We've done a couple of other songs from the album, of course, before, and I've had your comments, but we haven't really talked about Everydays at all. So what do you think? Uh, have you heard the Buffalo Springfield original? How would you compare the two? Uh, this 2 years later, it feels more polished. Maybe it's the strings. Certainly, the Buffalo Springfield feels a bit more raw, I would think, more psychedelic. But you've got the psychedelic original, you've got this jazzy and then rocky version that follows. But there's love. You can tell there's love in this version. I hope you've enjoyed listening to it. I hope you've enjoyed listening to my rambling. Please like and subscribe. Subscriptions are over 550 now. I'm over the moon. Um, and yeah, give us a thumbs up if this is the first time you've seen us. If you like us, we've got loads of Yes songs in a playlist attached. We've got other songs in a playlist. We've done well over 200 videos now. Dive in and see what you like. And perhaps join us on the next episode of Have You Heard, which will be tomorrow, because we do one every day. So until then, have a great Yes Friday. Play lots of lovely Yes songs, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, everybody.